Imagine looking at a clock, and realizing the hands never move. The world around you is in motion, people walk, cars pass, conversations unfold, but for you, time refuses to tick forward. You're standing in the flow of reality, yet somehow, outside of it. This unsettling experience is at the heart of today's story, trapped between two moments. And as strange as it sounds, real cases, real science, and real paradoxes suggest it may not be pure imagination. We tend to think of time as a straight line, past behind us, future ahead, and us sliding smoothly across the present. But physics tells us something very different, that the present might not actually exist at all. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time doesn't flow like a river. Instead, it's more like a frozen landscape, where every moment, yesterday, today, tomorrow, already exists at once. So when people describe feeling stuck in a single instant, could they be brushing up against that hidden truth? Take for example, chronostasis. You've probably experienced it without realizing. Ever glance at a clock, and the second hand seems frozen longer than it should? That pause isn't your imagination, it's your brain stretching a fraction of a second into what feels like forever. Scientists at University College London call it the stopped clock illusion. For a heartbeat, your mind literally traps you between two moments. But chronostasis is just a flicker. What happens when people live entire minutes, or hours, caught in this limbo? Across history, diaries and medical records describe bizarre incidents of time gaps. One French soldier in World War I wrote that during an explosion, everything around him froze, the smoke, the shrapnel, even sound itself. He swore he walked across a battlefield where seconds lasted like hours, only to snap back as the blast hit. His story might sound fantastical, but it mirrors what modern neuroscience calls time dilation under stress. In life-or-death situations, your brain records more data, making real time feel impossibly stretched. But here's the stranger part, physics doesn't fully rule out the possibility that time can bend around you in ways your senses can't explain. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station, orbiting at 17,000 miles per hour, actually age a little more slowly than people on Earth. It's called time dilation, and it's been measured with atomic clocks down to billionths of a second. In other words, being out of sync with time isn't just science fiction, it's happening, right now, above your head. So could there be more extreme versions of this effect? Moments where your body moves in one timeline while your mind lingers in another? Some researchers speculate that déjà vu might be exactly that, a tiny glitch where your brain processes the present in two overlapping layers, leaving you suspended between them. But here's the thought that really makes your skin crawl, what if it's not a glitch at all? What if every stuck moment, every déjà vu, every frozen clock is just your brain giving you a glimpse of time's true structure, that all events are already laid out, and your consciousness is simply hopping between frames of a film that never changes? Now imagine if you couldn't hop forward. Imagine you became aware of just one frame, and stayed there. A single frozen second. No way to move. No way to reach tomorrow. That's what some near-death survivors describe, entire eternities spent in a sliver of time. And if you've ever woken from a dream that felt endless, only to find you'd been asleep for minutes, you've brushed against this same paradox. So, here's the question. Are these trapped moments just tricks of perception, or are they cracks in the illusion of linear time? And if you found yourself stuck between two instants forever, would you even notice? Or would you believe that second was your entire reality? If this mystery pulls at your mind, you're not alone. Philosophers, scientists, and even astronauts have wrestled with the same unsettling thought, that time may not be something we travel through, but something that traps us in place. And if you're intrigued, stick around, because in upcoming videos, we'll dive into other time paradoxes just as chilling, from loops you can't escape to moments that rewrite themselves. If this story gave you chills, let me know in the comments. Would you want to experience being trapped in a single moment? And don't forget to tap like and subscribe, so you don't miss the next paradox we uncover. Because the truth is, the moment you're in right now, may already be the only one you'll ever have.